Aloha, welcome to Uloha, Hawaii's hiking, backpacking, camping, trail running outfitter. We are here at 515 Ward Avenue, and we're today coming to you, talking to you about another important thing about being on trails, and that is staying safe. When you're getting out there and when you're hiking, when you're trail running, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have the right gear to not be sliding around, not be falling down on the trails. We want you to get in there and get out safely and enjoy your time while you're there. So one of the things that we really emphasize here in Hawaii and here at Uloha is making sure you have the right tread on your shoe. So these Solomons that we carry, they have awesome tread. All of our Merrills, all of our Ultras, they all have really good grippy tread for those trails. But sometimes even then, the trails here aren't as maintained as they could be. And so unfortunately, you might get to a point where it's real slick because of the mud or due to some really slick rocks. So we actually encourage people to carry with them as one of the expanded 10 essentials, their micro spikes. So here on Oahu, we actually have the 12 essentials. Oahu Search and Rescue will put out the 12 essentials. You can come in here to the store and see that list anytime. But one of those 12 essentials is micro spikes. And micro spikes can come from a couple of different companies. These are from Hill Sound. They're really nice. They've been around for a couple years here in Hawaii. We also have Katula micro spikes. Here at Uloha, we also carry some Gravel micro spikes. All good brands, solid brands that have been around for years. And they've made these micro spikes for ice and for hiking on really slick, typically icy or snowy conditions. But we find that here in Hawaii, they actually work very, very well on your slick, muddy or slick, rocky conditions. So we encourage you to have these in your pack. They'll come oftentimes in a nice little pouch. And this pouch is nice because you can take your micro spikes, you can bundle them up, slide them right into the pouch. And even though they may be real muddy from a day on the trail, you can keep all the stuff in your pack nice and clean simply by throwing them in that pouch. And when you're ready for them, when you're hiking along and the weather turns and all of a sudden that nice dirt path is now a slick, muddy path, you can pop out your micro spikes. They'll tell you where the front is and where the back is. You just throw the front on to the front of your boot. And take a nice big pull. And you get the back on the back of the boot. And now you got a micro spike. And you can even look at it to make sure that it all lines up with your tread. But now you have very aggressive tread on your boot. And before it would have probably been just fine on most trails. Now you've got stability on those super slick, super muddy spots of the trail. And we encourage you to use that stability sparingly. When you feel safe enough, when you're off of that slick spot, pop those micro spikes back off. And again, like we talked about, they've got this nice pouch, so you can just take them, fold them up, roll them right into that pouch, and put them back in your bag. They're pretty small. They don't take up a lot of space in your bag. The entire 12 essentials will take up just a very small portion of your day pack. So you can have your micro spikes along with your other 11 essentials there in your day pack, ready to grab in case you need it. We do not encourage you to wear micro spikes all the time. That unfortunately will scar the trails unnecessarily, scar the rocks unnecessarily. But we do encourage you to have them in your pack just in case that rainy day comes, that weather changes, and you didn't expect it, and all of a sudden things are getting real slick, things are getting a little white knuckle, a little hairy, a little scary. Don't let any of that happen. Have your micro spikes ready to go in your pack. Pop them out if you need to, only when it's necessary. but you can grab them here at Uloha. We have a variety of brands. We encourage you to bring your hiking boots with you, the ones that you'll be wearing the spikes on, so that way you can try the spike on that particular boot, make sure that it works for you. But come in here to Uloha, 515 Ward Avenue, Honolulu, Hawaii, to get out on the trails and enjoy yourself safely.